Three, two, one. Open.
On the fat bike again. Awesome day.
Training. I wonder how expensive that should cost to make. I'd hate to have to paint that thing. Pretty cool. Those big old monsters.
No. Those are.
It's gonna be 32 degrees. I'm gonna be wearing all of these, just so you know.
Yeah. You put those down your shorts?
I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna knit them right in the uniform all the way up and down my backs, down my arms. I'll have 9 of them in each glove.
All right. So this.
It's not gonna be 20 degrees.
What are we? Skin suit?
Thermal skin suit.
Ooh.
Do you have leg warmers too?
Knee warmers.
Knee warmers. Yeah.
Well, I got a choice. I got the leg ones or the knee ones.
Oh.
Might do both.
I didn't know if you wanted to borrow a pair. I got an extra pair over there.
Or arm warmers.
3.
Another thermal vest, wind vest.
Do you think by about mile 30 he's going to be like pulling over the side of the road, like stripping it all off because he's going to be so hot?
We'll just pick them up when you come by.
You're not there yet?
That's frost. It's 31 degrees out here.
I ain't gonna lie. This morning I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? I could drive you guys there and drop you off at the race, go back and sleep at the hotel for a couple hours,
Yep.
then come back and pick you up in a nice warm van.
Check out's at 11.
That was probably about 70% of my thought this morning.
Well, you could hang on to the keys, and that seat's kind of comfortable. You could sleep back there. And there'll be no bikes in the back, so you could just sleep in the van, in the back of the van.
Well, that's now my top thought.
There you go. Like yay? Okay, thank you. 433. Is that it? That's it.
Morning.
Morning.
Craig Carroll. Fat bike.
Morning.
You ready?
Oh yeah, ready to freeze.
30 degrees, folks. 30.
That's all right.
We're getting ready.
It's gonna take Howard a half an hour to put the bike away.
Howard's got his trainer ready. 8:30 race time. Moo!
That feels tight.
Oh yeah.
How you doing?
You know what? I left those on the counter. Good.
It's nice. The temperature's skyrocketing. Well, it's a triangular loop to the north, basically northwest.
Insane. It's, I feel like I have another pair of gloves.
Well, it's still 30 degrees. Oh yeah, that's a.
Getting fat bikes. He's hauling.
Yeah, buddy.
Kind of like toast. I'm like, shit, that's a fat bike.
Job, dude.
What are you doing?
That was epic, wasn't it?
A little bit. A little bit.
Oh yeah.
Ice cold.
Still got it, folks.
33
give you water. Oh, that's cold. But wet.
Yeah. Even though you were second, you were in the sprint. You were third overall.
I said, no, I think you shouldn't. But if you're going to, at least talk to Sean and see if he wants to take your wheel.
That didn't last, did it?
And so I got next to him, and Sean just chuckled. And then I was just rolling. It was just effortlessly. And I'm like, well, okay, well, let's go.
He rode right off the front, man.
Well, I knew if you were going to lend me that wheel for half the race, I would have taken it, you know. The problem is you've expressed how short-lived those lead attacks are.
Well, I just kind of got to the point where I was like, okay, nobody's going to come. I guess I'll slow up and wait for everybody.
That's why they call you the firecracker. Light the fuse, big bang.
I sat and waited for another 20 miles, then I took off again.
I was actually happy that it started off kind of slow because it took like 20 miles to get the machine warmed up.